Aloha students. My name is Frank Green. I'm with the Financial Aid Office here at UH West Oahu, and here to talk just briefly, real quick, about understanding award letters or award notifications. So this is the document or the web page that gets produced once we've received your FAFSA, you've registered for school, and now we're calculating your eligibility, and that comes in what's called an award notification. Just a couple things we want you to be aware of. First is what we call the cost of attendance. This will be part of it, and it's a bunch of numbers that can tend to be scary sometimes because it looks like a big number. First thing we want you to know is that is not what you are paying to go to school. It is not a bill. It is an imaginary inventive number that we use in the Financial Aid Office to calculate a student's eligibility for aid. It is dictated by law what we include in the cost of attendance. Some of it is absolute common sense. Obviously, our tuition is going to be there. Any type of mandatory student fees are going to be there. But there are other expenses involved with going to school. Example would be books. You're going to have books. We have to have an amount in the cost of attendance for books. Now, that's not an exact number. I don't know what your exact book charge is going to be, obviously, until you register for classes and we know what classes you're going to be taking. So we will use an estimate or an average number for books. Same thing is going to hold true for things like personal expenses, miscellaneous expenses, transportation expenses. And then you will also see a living expense and board or room and board expense in the cost of attendance. Now, it's very clear because sometimes this can be a high number, sometimes it'll be low, but the bottom line is you are not paying the school your living expenses. However, a student must live somewhere, they must eat, and that does cost money, so we have to include a component for that in the cost of attendance, but basically you're paying yourself that up. You're not paying the school. So don't let that number freak you out. Find the tuition, find the student fees, and that's kind of the expenses that you're looking at. From there, you go into actually looking at the award. And the awards are a line-by-line item. It'll tell you exactly, this is federal Pell Grant, how much you are eligible for, a supplemental educational opportunity grant, whatever, go straight down. What I want you to do when you look at that award letter is first identify the grants and scholarships. And they will have the word grant or scholarship in it. That's the free money, what we tend to call gift aid, meaning you don't have to pay that stuff back. It's good stuff. Get as much of that as you can and say thank you. From there, your award notification will generally include student loans. My standard advice on student loans is it's a loan, you got to pay them back. You don't need it, don't do it. On the other hand, if it makes a difference of whether you can afford your tuition or afford to go to school, they're not a bad deal. Look first for the subsidized loan. Subsidized loan is where the federal government will be paying the interest on that loan while you are in school. And then you'll see an unsubsidized loan, and that same condition, meaning we're not going to start paying this back until we're 6 months out of school. However, this one, you as the student are responsible for the interest while you are in school. There is an origination fee on this loan. It's a 1%, meaning for every $1,000 you borrow, you're going to lose 10. So you take out a loan for $1,000, you will get $990. It is not the school that is charging you that origination fee. It is the federal government. In other words, not me. I didn't take it away from you. The government did. You may also see on your award notification a parent loan. This is for, obviously, parents to help pay for the student's education. It's called a PLUS loan. It stands for a parent loan for undergraduate students. That has a higher origination fee. It is about 4%. Same spiel with the loans that I give everybody. If you don't need it, don't do them. And then finally, you will see, or possibly if you are eligible, what's called college work study or federal work study. Work study is as it implies. It is a job that you get to work and earn money. A couple things about work study. One, it's not going to help you pay for your tuition. You do not get this money up front. The money does not come until you actually work. So it's basically a job on campus or with a campus office or organization where you put in up to 20 hours a week and you get paid for that while you are working. The trick to the work study is, number one, you have to be eligible, and two, you have to be able to find a job within the campus structure. And that's not always easy to do. So don't put a lot of stock in the work study. I mean, if you get it, that's great. But it's, again, you don't get the money up front. So with that, I will stop, but I would encourage you that if you have any questions, reach out to any of us. We're happy to talk. We're here to help, and we want to make sure you understand what's going on.